Hi, I'm Neil.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
Welcome
aboard Echo Echo.
Taking photos as well. So all the lines are getting sorted now, and I suspect by the size of the fenders on the neighbouring cat that they'll be going through with us tonight as well. Time will tell.
The Aussies and the token American is here to say goodbye.
Well, come aboard and I'll give you a drink.
Au revoir. Oh, we brought our own.
Pass the line up here, I'll drag you forward safe.
Just be smart. There's places you don't go.
Yeah.
You don't go after dark. You don't go alone as a girl, which sucks. But you know, if you go out during the day and you keep your wits about you, and then just take a fucking cab home at night.
Oh, now you've just ruined the video.
Oh,
No,
say that. Sorry.
Am I swearing too much for you? Get used to it.
Right, here we go. We're
Then the boat's going to clear up.
film evidence that maybe Jeanette has met her match.
Yeah.
There is speculation that there's one person on the planet who talks more than Elizabeth. Personally, I doubt it. But anyway.
Oh, thanks, Neil.
See, there you go. Who spoke first? I rest my case.
Elizabeth,
I rest
you're
my
going to
case.
hold that American flag up high, mate. Come on.
I haven't heard you be so quiet ever, Elizabeth.
No. First
She's got a mouthful of wine.
I'm sure that hasn't stopped her in the
No,
past.
she's doing it because you're videoing her. She's not talking.
But you
I don't know
are.
what you're talking about. I'm very charming and witty.
Oh, yeah. Very quiet. She's very quiet.
I'm a delicate flower.
A petal.
We
Such a
tried
petal.
A wee petal.
We sent emails out trying to get another Elizabeth. We want someone who's got personality who can talk.
Well,
Yeah.
personality, talk, personality. That's all I know. Smile is the next one. Smile.
I like to have a drink with Duncan. Cause Duncan's me mate. Now it'll be in her mind now for the rest of the night.
Oh, have you learned that one?
We're waiting now for the advisor to come on our boat. He's not going to be here for about another half an hour. And the sun is starting to set. Our friends have gone. And so we're just playing the waiting game. And it looks like the catamaran over there is the only one that's going to be going through, maybe with us. But there is the big blue boat behind it, and we're hoping we're not going to get tied up against that. That could be tricky.
It's 6:30 p.m. and the advisor who's due at 7 is just arriving now. Just as dinner has just been served. So the timing's impeccable. Well, I'm not that keen on having a big steel boat this close to ours, but I'm sure they know what they're doing.
No la vamos a tirar, la vamos a tener en nuestra mano. Dame tu nombre, dame tu nombre. ¿Está bien?
Oh, that was maybe 2 inches away. All very civilized before the crossing. We're all eating. Let's hope this isn't the last supper. I'm sure it won't.
No, that was Easter. That was at Easter time, wasn't it? And we've already had Easter, so...
And that's Edwin, our capable advisor. I'll call him a capable advisor now. Hopefully on the other side I'll still call him a capable advisor. He was just telling us that in 8 years of leaping off that big steel boat onto small boats, he hasn't once got not yet got wet. So that's got to be a good sign. I don't think I could be able to do that. And so yeah. So after dinner we'll be off. It's probably about 7:30. We're just about to leave to go through the canal. I've got my eyes shut because if I open them with the light that's being used for this video, my night vision would be destroyed, and it takes about 20 minutes to get it back again. That's not because I'm like driving around with my eyes shut. So we're all ready to go, all getting quite excited. Lovely night, very little in the way of cloud action, probably 10 knots of wind. It's really, and it's still quite warm, probably 30 odd degrees at the moment. So hopefully it's a good one. Apparently we've got about an hour and a half, 2 hours getting through the 3 locks, and then we anchor for the night and then have another go at the other, the Gatton Lake and the other locks tomorrow morning. So fingers crossed for a nice trip.
And how many boats are we going through, rafted up with now?
Only one, fortunately, a big catamaran, and we counted before. They have 11 fenders on one side. We can't see the other side, so yeah, that's an awful lot. They've got more fenders on one side than we own, but at least it keeps them off us, so that's a good thing. We're trying to work out the nationality from their flag. We think they might be Mexican, but I dare say we'll find out about that later. Unfortunately, all the communication with the Port Authority and the Canal Authority here is done in English, so that makes life a lot easier, and our advisor speaks English and our headlight handler speaks English, so we're all good to go.
We're coming alongside the tug with the big ship in front of us, and then a catamaran's going to go on the other side of us.
So we're in the second lock now. The gates have just shut and the water's starting to rise. Let's see how long this takes. Apparently this is I think it's a 9 meter rise we're going to be doing. Quick, and when you consider the lock itself is probably just under half a mile long, and there's millions and millions of gallons of water flowing through there. It's such an impressive sight.
Whoa! Prop wash that's going to be coming and pushing our boat. Whoa!
I'm not liking this. Not liking this at all.
How are you feeling, Neil?
I don't like this.
A little tired?
Totally tired, very frustrated. So this is actually a bit harder than I thought it would be. But, we're rafted up against an Italian catamaran, and I think they're a little bit inexperienced. They've been making it rather difficult for us to get into where we need to go, haven't been leaving a lot of room, trying to sideswipe us when they get in and out of the raft up. But we're on the third of 3 locks for tonight, so after this one we get to go and anchor and have a snooze. Hopefully by tomorrow morning they will have buggered off over the horizon or something when we go down the other side. They are getting better, but yeah, and the prop wash from the ships in front of us is the big thing. There's a huge amount of it. My guess at the moment is there's probably anything from 5 to 8 knots of water flowing underneath our hull. It's a bit of a test for the cleats, mooring cleats. I wouldn't normally put them under this much pressure, but there you go. We're nearly through for the night. Yay. So here we are in the anchorage at Gatton Lakes. We've just found out the advisors aren't due until 10 o'clock, which is another 2 hours from now. They're the ones that effectively operate as our pilots. So what do you do in a hot, steamy South American day when you've got 2 hours to kill? More boat maintenance. What I'm doing at the moment is making new leather chafe patches for what we're going to use as our jib guys to was our chip sheets on the trip down from Jamaica, which was a 5-day downwind trip. I managed to just about chew right through one, so got to come up with an alternative, and I think I'm doing a wonderful job. So we'll see how they go when we're finished. Trying out the new head cam. Does it make my ass look fat? Or my hair look dorky? We'll see how this goes today. We're in the Gallard Cut, part of the Panama Canal, one of the narrowest parts. It's about 55 feet deep, this close to the shore. And passing us on the other side is a ship, and you can see how close he's getting to the bank. There's not a lot of wriggle room. Our advisor, who also skippers tugs, has tried to convince me that the only time they ever run them up on the ground is when they have an engine failure or steering failure. I'm sure that's true, but yeah, there's no breathing room there, and they've got to keep moving at a reasonable speed to maintain steerage as well. So the pilots here do a great job. Get any closer?
No, Neil's just joking for the camera. The ship is now coming into the canal with us. We're tied up at the front of the lock, next to a tugboat and next to the Italian catamaran that we were tied up with last night. The ship's coming in behind us. It's coming very slowly. There's also a ship that's getting pulled into the channel next to us. And the ship behind us will probably leave maybe 100 feet, I think, between us and him. Then we'll be watching the water go down. the locks last night, the water was getting higher. Now we're going to be going to the Pacific side, where we're going to be decreasing the water height.
Given that we can't see his bridge, he can't see us. I wonder how he knows when to stop.
Maybe he's got one of those cameras, Neil, like cars have.
He's got lots of scratches on the starboard side of his bow. I wonder what he hit.
Yeah, and he's got all that water coming out where his anchors were because they were full of mud, so he's doing an anchor wash at the moment apparently. And you can see the little train trolleys, or I don't know what you actually call them. Mules apparently, that are on the sides, both sides, and they're keeping the boat in the center of the canal. And as you can see, there is barely any size or space between the wall and the ship. And we were Neil was looking up all the ships that are going through the canal, and every one of them, their width was 105 feet. So obviously that's pretty much the size that most ships have been made so that they could fit through this canal. But with the new canal, the ships can be a little bit bigger than that.
So as a result, the shipbuilding industries will be building a whole bunch of new ships that are wider. Clearly that's the constraining factor in the size now. So ships are just going to get bigger and fatter. This guy's coming way too close.
Stop!
Oh my gosh. It's going to block out the sun soon.
Well, if he's going to hit anything, he's going to hit the tug first, because the tug's there, then us, and then the catamaran is on the other side of us. He's still coming forward. Those little mules are still moving forward. They're still moving forward. Or maybe they're going to stop now. They might stop at that 745 mark on the side wall there, over there. Yep, I think he stopped. I think that's where he's going to stay while the water drops. The gates are in front of us. Neil and I are a little over this. The water is lowering now. Still in the Panama Canal on the second day. It's night time and there's a big ship coming by, and we should have been out in daylight, but we've been delayed, so we won't get to see the Pacific Ocean in the daytime. It'll be dark when we get out, and apparently this is really unusual, and the guy we've got, he's been doing it for 3 years and it's never happened once in that he's ever done it, so it's just unusual that we're going to be so delayed, but that's just the way it is. The guy over there has got one of our lines with the monkey grip, monkey ball. Now we're sending the line over. Once we're all tied down, we just have to now wait for the ship to come in behind us, and then the water is going to be lowered 9 meters in this lock, and then it will lead us into the next last lock, thankfully.
Probably 8 times the size of both of theirs. I noticed that coming in there. We can steer.
So what we will do is that I'll be here with you. I will tell you go to start with the port, because from here I have a good point of view of the middle of the chamber. So what I want you to do is to keep ourselves in the middle, right? So as you see, the secret here is just do not take any angle. Keep ourselves in the middle, and these lines are critical. These lines are our brakes, right? So this is what we're going to do. Now, we're going to stay here now. We're going to go down by gravity, right? So we're going to be smacking the line slowly. Then when moving to the next chamber, we're going to have fresh and salt water mixing. It's going to create a 4 knots current coming from the stern. So, same deal. We're going to move ahead slowly, right? The secret is do not take an angle, otherwise the wind and the current will turn us around. We don't want that. We need to keep it. We need to keep the whole raft straight at the whole time. So I will be standing there, guiding you and giving you the best and possible angle. This line, it's no room for failure. Simple as that. And when we are ready, we reverse. That's it. Easy as that.
What happens if they mess up on that stern line on that side? Does that affect us?
We have the risk to turn or to be turned around in the lock, and we're going to be facing the ship.
Oh, we don't want that.
We don't want that at all. We don't want that.
So we need them to be able to do it as well. Comments, Neil?
None appropriate, really. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. The guy must be absolutely shitting bricks because he realises he's perhaps in out of his depth, and this is not easy.
Well, it's a bit hard when our advisor says that skipper has no idea how to
and it's
do his boat.
communication things, you know.
Yeah.
You know how to sail in a town, you know, someone's giving you orders in Spanish or English. Anyway.
But it doesn't help because of the land.
It looked to me as though one of our guys came pretty close to losing some fingers with one of the plates, so I don't think our chaps are much, all that much better either. But anyway, 2 more locks to go.
No, one I think. Oh, after this one, I think we've got one. Yeah, this one I'm on. Yeah. And now the ship is gradually coming towards us, and it's just unfortunate that we can't see all this in the daytime, and when we get out of the last lock we should have a beautiful view of the Pacific Ocean, but
It'll be black.
But it'll be black because it's night time. So anyway, more to come soon. Well, we're tied off in the next lock, the Lucky Last, and on the other side of the gate is the Pacific Ocean. It's dark, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to film the current that's just raging past the catamaran behind, next to us. It's just one of the fastest currents I've ever seen. And Neil's finding it hard to actually hold the rudder straight in place. The current is so strong. The ship's now coming up behind us, moving closer. And this has been a very challenging experience. Neil's done a fantastic job though. And we've got a very good advisor, which has been excellent to help combat everything else. Lucky Last lock. We're going down now. Neil's looking pretty tired over there. We didn't finish till midnight last night, and it's going to be a bit of a late night tonight by the time we drop everybody off at different places and then find an anchorage and anchor.
Ship behind us draws 12 metres, that's 40 feet. This chamber's now just about empty, and we are sitting in water that's 46.8 feet deep. So underneath this ship it's got just over 6 feet of water. Far out.
There it is, there's the Pacific Ocean in front of us. No turning back now. No going back to the Bahamas or America. We're finally on our way to New Zealand and then home to Australia. Can't wait. Better get back. It's time to undo the lines. It's dark, but the Pacific Ocean is out there. We've just left the canal and the ship that was in the chamber behind us is still there.
We are